Okay, let's talk about volume. Volume for a cone, 1/3 base times height. Problem with this particular question is I do not have a height. The height goes straight up and down from the top all the way down to the center of the cone. Sometimes the pictures may not draw it correctly. That's okay, but this is my height. I need to figure out what that is. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I cannot find the volume without that. So how am I supposed to do that, you ask? It is very simple. If you look at this picture, you will see that if I look at the slant height and the radius, it forms a shape that you might be familiar with, which is called a right triangle. See that? There's a right triangle right there in your face, hiding in plain sight. And I have to use the fact that I have a right triangle to figure out what is the height of the cone. Okay, so there's this formula that you use with right triangles. Begins with letter P, Pythagorean theorem. That is what it's called. So I am going to use that. A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. Okay, keep in mind that the C is the slant height, right? And the A is the radius. So what I need to find is B in this case. And what happens if they give you the hypotenuse and you need to find either the A or the B? You end up having to subtract. So the slant height is 29.1. I have to square that. And then the radius is 13. And I have to square that. And then my B squared, I don't know. So let's see, 29.1 squared is 846.81. 13 squared is 169. 169. And then I don't know what B squared is. Okay, so of course, once you calculate that, you're gonna subtract 46.81, subtract the 169. That gives me a number which I really need. So B squared is equal to 677.81. I'll take the square root of that, and I'm actually gonna just, you ever seen a van shirt? Yeah, that's the symbol for fans, right? So the square root of this is equal to 26.03. That is inches. So now I can take this number, multiply it with the base, and I will be able to get the answer that I'm looking for. So what is the area of the base? The area of the base is pi times the radius to the second power. That gives me 530.9. 530.9. Okay, so I'm gonna take my 530.9. I'm going to multiply that by the 26.03, and that is going to give me a number that I can use to find the volume. Once I multiply those, I need to divide them by 3. Okay, so an easy way to do that in the calculator is just put the 1/3 in the front in parentheses, and then you multiply the 530.9 times 26.03, and you will get a lovely answer. The answers get kind of gangster. So the volume is going to be equal to 4606.44 inches to the 3rd power. And that is how a beast does the volume.
Father, you save me. Father, you save me. And you show me that love.